So the big question that everyone asks now these days, what's it like being a young person in business in Cornwall? Today I'm joined by the absolute gent that is Oliver Norris from Twists Bakehouse. Oliver, thank you for joining me. How are you?
No, it's a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
No, you're welcome. And today, obviously, we're going to be talking about what it's like to be a young person in business. I thought I'd get you on because you're a pretty inspirational chap. I've got to say,
I do try.
You are, and fair play to you because you're. I know we don't always disclose. I'd never ask a lady her age, but how old are you?
23.
So I remember what it's like being 23. I'm not going to be that guy, but I'm only 35 myself.
Not too far away, is it?
Not too far away. I remember it like it was yesterday, to be fair, being
go.
23. But you've achieved a hell of a lot already in your career, and fair play to you. And obviously now I want to talk about Twists Bakehouse because...
My newest baby.
And it's incredible. I mean, I've been in your shop as well on Tregenessy Road, but you've got bigger plans for it, right? So do you want to tell everyone a little bit about your business?
Yeah, so where do I start? I come from retail when I was a kid growing up. I mean, my family's been in retail. I left it for a while, but I miss being hands-on with people. I miss day-to-day sales. It gives me a buzz. So also, I know times are changing. People's expenditures changing all the time. So I thought it's time to move back into what is basically my roots, selling to people, making a product.
Yeah.
So I've always been around food. So I've gone back to food, and that's where Twists Bakehouse came from.
And I've got to say, your pasties particularly have got a bit of a name for themselves, haven't they?
Yeah, they do have a following. They do have a following. We try very hard.
And I've heard a lot of very, very good things about it. And I think people watching this, I know particularly, I'm going to do a shout out. I don't normally, but
There we go.
There's a guy called Phil Lawrence that I know.
Yeah.
They're a client of ours at Argos Fire Protection. I know I've spoken to him separately and he absolutely raves about your pasties.
Yeah, we push hard to get them as perfect as possible.
But it's not just, I mean, I know it's a bakehouse, right?
Yeah.
But what else do you do?
So we're full in-house butchers. So we do all different cuts of meat, pies, make all our own pies, egg and bacon pies, pork pies. About to release a range of like take home, cook your own pies, pasties, cakes, you name it. Got
Fantastic.
coffee coming in soon as well.
Exciting stuff, yeah.
Yeah, we're working with someone to make our own roaster coffee as well.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Well, that's going to be exciting.
And bounce it off this brand.
Yeah.
So it'll be a play on this word, Twists.
Well, there's an interesting story behind it, isn't there? Do you want to tell us a
is.
bit about how you came up with the name?
So growing up, always wanted more. I've always tried, always pushed. And mum used to call me Oliver Twist as a child.
Yeah.
So when I was looking at the site, I thought, what am I going to name this? So I thought, well, it should be Twists because this is me wanting more.
Yeah.
So the name Twists came, and then I thought, well, we sell pasties, we're butchers. Everyone uses the word bakery. And I thought, Oliver Twist worked in a workhouse. So why wouldn't I call it a bakehouse? Because not only that, the amount of people who ask, well, what is a bakehouse? When I explain them the story and how it came about, they get it. They completely understand
I completely get it. I think it's really clever.
Yeah, it is.
And I think it goes back to your roots. And actually, I mean, I've talked a lot with like marketeers and stuff on this podcast, and they talk a lot about storytelling and about how successful
People
marketing.
love a story.
Exactly.
They love a story.
And it's really important. It's authentic as well.
Yeah.
You know, it goes back
Has
to your
meaning.
roots. It
Has
does.
meaning. It shows we care.
Yeah.
I think if a business has a story, it shows you've put thought. It shows you care.
Yeah.
And I love the branding.
It's great. It looks
I
fantastic.
love
I mean,
it.
obviously
And
I'm
even
a
to the
brand
S,
as
the
well.
wrong way round. People
Yeah.
go, oh, the S is the wrong way round. I go, yeah. Because half the time I do everything backwards, but there we
Again,
go.
that's sort of a story.
Yeah,
again, isn't it?
there we go.
And this isn't your first business, isn't it?
No, it isn't.
So tell us a little bit about your history then. How did you get into business?
Always wanted to work for myself.
Yeah.
Always wanted to work for myself. I didn't want the 9-to-5 job. I like working 24 hours a day. So...
And you are always on the go as well. I know that from
I don't
talking
stop.
to you.
I
No,
don't
know.
stop. I mean, this business is 4 months old now.
Wow.
And there's so much already in the works to happen. I mean, we're doing 6 shops in 6 months. That's my own personal plan.
Wow.
Opening 6 shops, 6 months.
And again, in this financial market that we're kind of in right now, in the situation, and again, I've talked to a lot of business owners. I'm a positive person. I've been in business. I've got 2 businesses of my own. So I know exactly kind of the situation and around talking ourselves into a recession or talking ourselves into financial issues, right? But that's impressive to be looking to open that many businesses in such a short period of time. in the world that we currently live in. It's
I think
the
the main way this business will strive is getting it known. Getting it known. Like we're working. I've just brought someone in now on social media and doing giveaways, just getting it known, making it a brand.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my own personal goal. 6 shops, 6 months.
Amazing.
I mean, we've got 2 trailers coming.
Well, yeah, tell me about some other plans. You were telling me about a really, really exciting plan that you've got soon, which is, being someone that lives in Truro, I'm very, very excited about.
So yeah, we've just acquired some land in Truro that we're going to open a container site on. We're aiming for, in the first stage, 25 containers of self-storage, to then 50 containers, by a plan by the end of the year of having 150 containers.
Wow.
We're also opening a caravan and boat storage site on the same site, and then a full renovation of a existing farm building, hopefully, into a farm shop.
Fantastic. And that's using local produce in
Local
the area,
produce.
your pasties and your
trying
food.
to promote farmers as well.
Yeah.
Because farmers are getting it hard at the minute.
They are getting it hard. Have you watched Clarkson's Farm?
I have had a look. I'm up to episode 4, so I'm not finished yet.
So I've just finished season 2.
Right.
And I mean, love him or loathe him, you know, Clarkson.
I know there's a lot of controversy around him.
There is.
But you can't blame the guy.
No.
He does try.
He does. And actually, one thing that even people that don't like Clarkson, my missus being one of them, actually, she doesn't. But she really enjoyed Clarkson's Farm. And actually, talking to farmers and people within that industry, he's really shone a light on what's going on in farming.
What he's done is he's used his brand in himself to bring the limelight over to farming, which is very clever.
And that's the right thing to do.
Very clever.
And fair play to you also for looking to support local farmers and what you're trying to do as well.
That's one of the next stages of the business. I want to try and get more local farmers involved.
Amazing.
Try and get them to come to me. I will put a supply chain out of their meat and hopefully get them a better price than they get him from other people.
Because that's the big thing they've talked about supermarkets and how they are dictating
they're driving the price down.
And that isn't right.
No, it isn't right. And I get this in my shop quite a lot. People come in, oh, how much is that? And once I explain to them, the difference in price, they're happier to pay my price than a supermarket
because it
price.
supports locals.
Not only that, there's grades in like beef and stuff. There's grading, and we serve a higher grade of beef than most supermarkets.
That's why pasties are good, right?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, the pasties are special.
Yeah.
And that's down to my team. That's down to my team. I mean, we tweaked them, played with them, but
it's the ingredients that help that, right, as well. You've got to have good ingredients. Fresh. Good quality meat, high grade, and obviously working with local farmers.
Yeah. And a little secret. Cornwall. There is a little secret.
Okay.
That stays in-house. We can't tell people.
You can't tell, not even on the podcast?
Can't tell anyone. No, can't tell anyone.
I will try and get it out of you at some point.
But that just puts us ahead a little bit.
That's good to hear. Because, I mean,
we make them fresh every day.
And you told me this as well, and the smell when you walk into your shop is absolutely incredible.
It's an atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's all about the shop being interactive.
Yeah.
I mean, you walk up that crossroads.
Yeah.
You can smell it. Wherever you are, you can smell it.
Yeah, well, I'll put it this way. You know, I'm always going to buy pasty if I smell one.
Yeah.
Right?
That's it.
And that's what it's all about. It's again, that storytelling. It's like marketing. That what better sense to kind of lean on than smell at the end of the day. And this farm shop that you've got coming up sounds incredibly interesting.
Yeah.
Especially being someone in Truro. It's got kids as well. We like cooking, fresh food for them. We like taking them out to experiences and stuff like that. Taking them to somewhere like a farm shop where they can see where eggs have come from, they can see where the beef come from. It's fun. It's brilliant. And actually, Truro doesn't have anything like that right now.
They don't. They actually don't. That's also where the storage came from.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
There's not much around there.
No,
I mean, you've got Scoria and Red Roof.
Yeah.
And you've got Roach. So we fit perfect in the middle. Yeah. And it's private. I mean, you can get to it easily, but it's not.
And you're doing 24-hour access as well?
Yeah, 24-hour access. It's going to be special.
That is going to be special, and I think fair play to you because you've got a business that's obviously got huge growth.
Yes.
You've got some fantastic kind of foundations behind you and some ethoses that you're looking to follow, and at 23 to have a business like that and growth plans like that, I think it's really admirable. And I want to talk about it because I'm at the top end of the age bracket, right? I'm 35, just turned, okay?
Just turned.
Still in my 30s.
Emphasise the just turned.
Just turned. I'm still young. I'd like to think.
So you're 34 and over 12 months. There you go.
You're 34 plus 1. Yeah, we'll go with that.
There we go.
So I know what it's like because I mean we've been running Big Box now for 5.5 years.
Yeah.
So I was still in my 20s when we launched, and obviously I worked in other businesses before that. So I've got some opinions on it, but what do you feel it's like being a young person in business in Cornwall? Because Cornwall's always different.
It's hard. It is hard.
So why?
So obviously we're very enthusiastic.
Yeah.
So when we meet with big companies, like they sometimes don't take us seriously.
Okay.
And we're like, no, this is what we're going to do. We've got the energy behind this.
Yeah.
And
you got a proven business model,
yeah,
right?
there's no other plan. That's how my business has always worked. There's no other plan.
Yeah.
That's where we're going. Like we have to get to that no matter what.
Yeah.
And we do find that the bigger the supplier is, the harder they are to work with. I mean, that's why all our veg is local.
Yeah.
That's why we work with a smaller local company because they're better.
They take you more seriously.
They take us seriously. It's not only that. Yeah, I might be able to get veg somewhere else for a cheaper price.
Yeah.
But I want a company. I want to help another local company.
Yeah, that's our ethos as well. Exactly the same. You know, and actually, you find with the local companies, if they take you seriously because they can actually see what you're.
Even when it comes down to funding.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never funded any of my businesses, like got funding or anything like that.
No, we haven't either.
They make it so hard.
They do.
They make it so hard, and they ask you to jump through hurdle and hurdle and hurdle. And by the time you've done that, you could have gone 50 steps further with your business in another way.
I agree with this because I've had long conversations with people. I mean, there's some great companies and organisations out there with pots of EU money or government money that are helping businesses. But I tend to find if you're in an innovation business and you haven't got a proven concept, but you've come up with something innovative, they'll fund it.
Yeah.
It may not work. But
if you've got a business, say like for instance, the storage business, which is a guaranteed income every month, you've got contracts, they'll fund it to the hills.
Yeah.
But if you're in, like you said, innovation or retail, which fluctuates with season, they don't want to know.
It's interesting, and I'm hoping with Brexit and all that sort of stuff. I've talked a lot about Brexit, so I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, right? Because that's a contentious issue that people watching this will be like, oh, not this again. But with the change that's coming within funding, I'm told that there's going to be a lot more money around for businesses like ours, younger people that have started out that are looking to grow and have huge plans.
You say this.
The jury's out, right? I don't know this is what I've been told. But what do you think is needed? What's your opinion on it moving forward from this point forward?
I think when they say they got all these pots that is going to be given out, I think that's brilliant as long as it's given to the right people.
I agree.
And it's not used as a bargaining tool to keep, say, bigger companies here.
Yeah. Or to encourage more in. Yeah.
They need to start looking after... Like, farmers are a prime example of this.
Yeah.
They're not looking after farmers well enough.
No.
They're not.
Same with fishermen, right?
Yeah, same as fishermen. They're not looking after them. Small businesses are struggling.
Yeah.
That's why with our business, it can't just be... It has to be out there. It has to be, unfortunately, in your face to grow. And I think with this funding, like you said, as long as it's spent in the right place...
Properly, it'll be fine.
Yeah. And as for what can be done, I think many things can be done. I mean, you know where our shop is?
Yeah.
It's an Austell down from us. The biggest barrier to entry there is business rates.
See, this is talked about a lot.
This is the biggest barrier to entry.
This is talked about a lot.
And I think personally that town they built, it made more sense if they halved every shop in size and let startups or small businesses go in there. Then you've got a nice shop.
Let them grow and incubate and come up,
rather than trying to grab big companies who we've seen have gone into that town and failed or just left.
See, we've kind of fitted that mould in a different way because obviously we're not in retail, as you know. But we've moved into one of the innovation centres when we launched our company. Yes. So there's obviously 3 in Cornwall. Cornwall Innovation, by the way, I've got to say to everyone watching, they are fantastic, and they've really helped us out. So shout out to Matt and the team, who I know watch my podcasts. So thank you guys. But we've moved into that. Obviously, there's a really modern looking building with 40 other companies in there.
Exactly.
No business rates because it's all included within the package.
And it makes your business look good.
And it does. It makes our business look
professional.
Better. They're always great to deal with. They've got a lovely reception with the great staff that are on there that welcome people in. and we look like a proper business without the cost of having to have those business rates and all this sort of stuff. And it's allowed us to grow a lot quicker than we would have otherwise been able to. And the high street needs to catch up with that way of thinking.
It does.
And I know I've been talking a lot to Cornwall Council because there's this big discussion around devolution at the moment, whether Cornwall should have a mayor. And I know one of the benefits of that is that Cornwall, at that point, will be able to set and decide what its own business rates are instead of the government centrally, which I do think is a really good thing. So we'll see what comes out of that in the next couple of months, because that's all going on at the moment, isn't it? But going back to obviously being a young person in business, besides the financial support, what other support? What have you found that's good about being a young person in Cornwall?
Drive.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you think there's other enthusiasm around from other people?
Yeah, I think so. I know a lot of other young business owners, and we've all got this same sort of drive.
Yeah.
And I mean, when I took that shop, the previous shop that was there used to shut at 12. We've now extended that to 4 through the winter.
Amazing.
And summer, we're going to be open till 7.
Wow, okay, fantastic.
Because
a lot of people going to the beach, I suppose, right? They want to take
buses
with them.
What time do you finish work?
5.
5.
Yeah.
So you'll work all day, Monday to Friday.
You want a steak or something on the way home?
You can't. You can't do it. You can't do it. And that's why we're now introducing also delivering to local businesses. We're putting in like a home delivery idea.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, we launched that yesterday.
Amazing.
Yeah, we did quite well with that yesterday, which it just helps people.
It does.
Thing is, I want to build a big business, but a friendly big business that doesn't lose its values.
Yeah.
That is still big business, but like a local business.
Well, you've definitely got the brand for it, because I can see it growing into something massive. I really can. Yeah. And I know you talked about 6 shops, but I know we've had conversation. You want to go as big with this as you can.
Oh yeah, the plan isn't just 6.
Yeah.
The plan is just slowly. When I'm standing in, London looking at my shop, I'll be half happy.
Half happy. I like that.
I'll be half happy.
I like that.
I mean, we've got obviously trailers we're having built now.
Yeah.
They're coming into the country.
So is that for events?
It's going to be for events, yeah. They're having them built, especially for Twists. And they're coming into the country, I think, 7-8 weeks now.
Amazing.
And then they'll be outfitted and then they'll be ready for summer.
Incredible.
We're also opening an event space on the site of where the storage business is going to be. To hopefully encourage local startups, food vendors to come there. They can come there on a Friday or a Saturday.
Yeah.
Pay a small rental fee, and then they can have the site. It's got parking, loads of space, right next to a town. So
that's fantastic. So are you looking for like expressions of interest now from vendors?
Yeah. If you want to, give us a follow. Message me on there.
Brilliant.
And
I'll make sure we tag you guys in on this post as well.
Yeah,
to make sure. The other thing I was going to talk about as well, which I know you wanted to talk about in depth as well, is how you can help businesses, because obviously since COVID, there's been a huge demand for events again, isn't there?
Yes.
I know that myself. I've been to more events than ever, I think, in the last 12 months, when people kind of ease their fears about catching COVID or whatever. But you can help businesses, can't you, by supplying them with pasties and things like that?
Yeah, we can. We've just launched a whole new wholesale price list for this year.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. Had quite a bit of interest. We've got a few people now on with us. We're supplying quite a lot of the local places. But just come talk to us. That's what I say.
Yeah, and exactly.
We're people's people.
And that's the
come talk to us.
Good thing
we're
about
flexible. I mean, one person came to me and said, "Yeah, I need you to supply me, but I need it before 7:30 every morning." Yeah. And we made that work.
Fantastic.
And we've made that work now for 2 months.
Yeah.
It's always there before 7:30 because that's when they open.
There's nothing like that feeling of turning up in the morning as well, and your van turns out all branded up with pasties, smelling.
We're very proud of our vans. They're
bloody right.
They stick out a little bit.
They look great. They really do.
But that's like everything. Everything has a story.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, as you know, I come from car valeting, which I did for a few years. I built that into a really good business. I mean, I was looking after cars of up to £300,000.
Wow.
And I started that business from nothing. And vans are boring. Delivery vans have always been boring. So I was like, let's modify our delivery vans.
Do something interesting.
So we made them all match, and we put all the splitters on them and everything. But it just adds something a bit different.
It does. Everyone's got that quirk. Everyone's got that brand. Everyone's got that story.
And it's a little homage to where I've come from, because every car I've ever had, I've always customised.
Yeah.
So I thought, why am I not going to customise work vans?
Of course you would.
And they look good.
They do.
Same as the trailers. They're going to look good. They're going to be special. Yeah, they are special.
I'm looking forward to that. And actually, you've got a bit of a giveaway on your social media, aren't you? Because you're trying to build that at the moment. So I'd imagine you're going to share some of the trailer stuff on there. But do you want to tell everyone a little bit about what you've got going on?
So we're trying to get to 500 followers.
Okay.
And we're doing a giveaway at 500.
Yeah.
And we're doing a giveaway at 1,000. And then it will be at 2,000.
So for everyone watching, you've got to like and share the page.
Yes.
Because
like, share the page and tag someone.
And tag somebody as well. And what can you win if you get 500?
I think there's a £25 voucher to spend in store.
There you go.
And with 1,000, there'll be a £50.
Yeah.
And with 2,000, there'll be £100.
Wow. There we go. So guys, make sure you like, share and comment on the Twists Bakehouse page, which we'll tag in obviously on this podcast as well. Oliver, thank you so much for coming on the show.
No, it's been a pleasure.
It's been an absolute inspiration to listen to you, and it's great to hear young people coming through and obviously starting businesses. Not only your first one, this is obviously many businesses, but doing well here in Cornwall. And it's all about being positive. And
but it's not just me; it's my team as well.
This is it.
Like, I couldn't do what I did without my team.
Yeah,
and the people I have these ideas.
Yeah,
and with my staff,
they help you do it.
Yeah,
and fair play to you and your team for that. It's been a real pleasure talking to you.
We work hard.
Yeah, definitely, and so you should. So make sure everybody, you need to get behind Twists Bakehouse because they're really fantastic, up and coming business here in Cornwall, and we all got to support them to help Oliver support farmers and other producers here in Cornwall.
And if any farmers want to message me,
definitely
give me a message either on Instagram or give the shop phone number a ring, which is on our Instagram page or Facebook page.
Yep,
and I'll come have a chat to you.
Sounds good to me. Thank you everybody for watching. If you want to come on an episode of Might Be Meats, make sure you pop me a message, and we'll be back soon again with another episode. Thanks for watching.